Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. The starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got ABC. Edwards is out there with Stockton. And it's ABC, and it's Malone in at the power forward position. Bucket is good. Edwards got the game going here with the first basket for the Jazz. Schmitty tonight, something we don't get to see much of these days. Two grinded-out half-court offenses.
Yeah, you know this word pace, Kevin. Everybody wants to have this pace where you get up more shots, analytics. Well, that's why I love the finals and the conference finals. Two teams, they know each other, and then at the end of the game, you got to execute. They know your plays. You know their tendencies. It comes down to old-school basketball when you start to get to that fourth quarter, and especially games 6 and 7.
Excellent point.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Porter against Stockton. Porter kicks to Drexler. Clock at 6. Back to Porter. Here's Ainge. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to...
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Duckworth, and it's slammed in by Duckworth.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on when you start talking about the Derek Colemans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose. So many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges enter into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
Bryant with a screen for Porter to the inside.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So Utah ends up going with the new group, and that's good as he hits both of the shots. Jazz trail by 4. There's a screen. Pass to Bailey. Boston with it. Screen by Malone. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A 5th place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Hacks checked in. Porter passes to Drexler. Pass to Pack. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Utah trailing here. They set the pick. Pass to Austin. And there's the pass to Bailey. Here's ABC. Goes back up. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. On the wing, Porter passes it to Drexler. Utah with the rebound.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. That shot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Trailblazers up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. Your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
Bryant is out there with Kersey. Then there's Drexler. Then it's Porter. And it's Duck in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Bryant passes to Kersey. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Drexler right through the D for the layup. Drexler's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Jazz trail by 6. Here's ABC, guarded by Porter. They set the pick. Austin with it, working on Duckworth. They get it again. Austin, the pass to ABC. Here's ABC, defended by Bryant. Pass to Bailey. Here's ABC. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Austin, defended by Duckworth. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Kersey. Portland leading by 6. Drexler dishes to Bryant. Back to Drexler. Pass to Kersey. Lets the 3 fly. And the Trailblazers another 3. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty started to be questioned.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Duckworth. Cooper comes in for Kersey. Ainge is checked in for Drexler. And Pack subbed in for Porter. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Robinson. Rebound, Utah. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. They get a hand on it. Back passes to Robinson. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Bryant can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Edwards. Here's Malone. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the paint. Robinson passes to Pat.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
He doesn't get the second one. Jazz trail by 6. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Edwards.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Robinson passes to Cooper. Here's Pat. Bryant with a screen on Stockton. Here's Pat. And the shot goes down. Pack's got 5.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. When we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Checking out the Trailblazers. Kenny, what's your take?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. ABC really making a difference here.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Edwards is out there with Stockton. And it's Malone, and it's ABC, and it's ABC in at the threesome.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Here's Drexler. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's ABC. There's the dish to Malone. New 24 for Utah. Second chance effort. Goes up again. Outside for Stockton. The pass to Malone. Jazz passing it around. Edwards with it. Picked up by Bryant. And it's sent back by Bryant. And he recovers it. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Ainge. Duckworth with it. Edwards defending. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Stockton. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Pass to Edwards. And the foul called on ABC. That's his third foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Bryant. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Malone with the screen. Stockton kicks to Austin. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. It's deflected, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. This is checked in for Portland. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Portland leading. Here is Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Drexler against Stockton. The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Drexler. He has 6. He dishes it to Duckworth. Tries to snap the cold streak. Drexler, no good.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
ABC can't tie it up as that one's no good. Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Duckworth sets a screen. Porter passes to Duckworth. It's stolen by Austin. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Pass to ABC. That's tipped and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. The Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Good on the shot.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Porter dishes to Duckworth. Duckworth sets a screen. Poke loose. Here's Drexler to end the drought, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Bailey, he's checked in for Austin. Both free throws good from Drexler. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's ABC, guarded by Porter. Stockton passes to Malone. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 5th assist in this one. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Left side, Porter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
I'm not entirely sure what the defensive strategy was there, but it worked poorly. He loves taking that shot.
Drexler right side. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Jazz lead by 2 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Ryan is out there with Duckworth. Then it's Williams. Then it's Ainge. And it's ABC in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Malone a screen on Ainge. Here's Edwards. Malone trying to break free. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Jazz. Right wing. Here's Bryant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Drexler comes in for ABC. And Porter subbed in for Williams. There's the pass to Eaton. There's the feed to Malone. And the basket is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Kicks it to Duckworth. There's the pick. Ainge against Edwards. Ainge dishes to Bryant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the middle. Gets the bucket and the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And Portland making a change here. Max checked in.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Here's Drexler. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
And that one drops for him.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Portland trailing here. Here's Pat. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Drexler. Eaton grabs the miss. Utah leading by 7. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Robinson's checked in for Bryant. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Stockton draws the double. Back to Malone. Robinson with the block. Porter passes to Drexler. And the dunk by Drexler.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Utah leading. Stockton kicks to Malone. Here's Edwards. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, ABC.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. Told him, hey, stick with what's working. He said they're giving us all the room we need to get easy looks in the paint. Let's keep working the ball inside. Guys, back to you.
Stockton kicks to Malone. Over Robinson. Here's Eaton. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a switch here also for Portland. Drexler's checked in.
Big shots there. They are clearly in control of this game now.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
I think that's the thing. You can't give away 1 second now. You're toast.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Stockton kicks to Malone. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Porter. And no good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Now here's Stockton. Defense is right there. And it's Malone finishing it off. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Drexler, no good. And here's Utah. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Stockton outside. And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.